mean, we have people that ran banks. We have people that have help people buy and sell hundreds of businesses. And we're going to have these courses by experts, and we're vetting them right now to say, hey, develop the course, put it in there. We're going to look at it. And if it passes mustard, so to speak, then we'll put it in there. And I think that I'm really excited that this is going to help our clients and our friends and prospects and people that maybe want to be a client or that are just kind of trying to educate themselves, whatever it is, the audience and as a whole get better. And I'm hoping that we don't have it nailed down, but I'm hoping to have Bob Berg do a month in there sometime. But
absolutely.
You talk about the New York Times best-selling author, and if you took every one of the principles in their book and you followed it, you have no choice but to be more effective, right? If you took half of what's in the book, you have no choice to be more effective. So, take the best, leave the rest, just like anything. But if you can get a few nuggets out of each one of these classes and build on that, that's the building block to your vision, your goals, to your wealth, to your happiness. And it's making progress, right? Yeah. One of the simplest definitions of happiness is making progress, right? Yeah. So this is how you do it. This is going to help you keep progressing. And we're committed to building it and building it bigger and bigger and bigger. Like you said, constant and never-ending improvement.
Yeah. So, all right, where can you find it? Well, you can go to community.createtailwind.com. You find it right there. You can go to the Apple store or to the Android store and type in Create Tailwind, all one word, and you'll find the app. Download it. Ask to join. It's going to ask you a couple questions to make sure that you're someone that we can serve and whatnot, and then you'll be approved to come in and hang out and check out what it is. There's all kinds of opportunity to ask questions in there, and Jim and I will be monitoring that. And we're actually I think we have slated right now every Thursday afternoon at 2:00 for the foreseeable future. We're going to do live Q&A, right? It'll be recorded. You can watch it, but we'll try to accommodate the West Coast and the East Coast and find those times when you and I are actually awake too and doing well. You'll find Jim and I don't do very well about 8-9 o'clock at night doing Q&A. We're a little slower, but we find that time. And hey, listen, if there's a demand for a better time, then we're willing to shift, right? But this is the plan so far, and really looking forward to it.
So, Nick, this is what the app looks like. You can't really see it. It looks like, just look for the symbol like behind Nick's background there. But Nick, you said something that I think one of the things that I'm really excited about is the live Q&A, because, I don't mean this in an arrogant way, but there's not a question that anybody can come up with that we don't know how to answer. But again, let me back to that, not being arrogant about that, is if I was teaching you calculus in college, right? You would expect me to be able to answer every question that you could come up with about calculus.
Right.
Well, we've put in the time. We've had the experience, the years that doing it ourselves and helping thousands of people do it. We've put in that time to where we know this subject like that. We're not afraid of any Q&A. Now, I promise you, some of these people on the internet, and I'm not going to mention names, okay, but they pump out YouTube videos, no problem. But you put them in a live Q&A, and they're going to melt, because honestly, they're doing it the wrong way. And I would love for them to do a live Q&A, because I'd get on there and I would blow them up in about 30 seconds.
Well, if you have any doubt about Jim's ability to deliver that, with the visuals and whatnot, what you'll see in that first course is you'll see Jim's, Starship Enterprise setup there in his office, where drawing on the big screen, we've got all the tools necessary to provide the visuals. Because this concept, when you're talking about a paradigm shift for someone, how they think, it's just really hard to do it justice with just words. I think some people think that when we say, hey, it'd be ideal if we get on a Zoom and I could draw out the answers for you, they think that that's just me trying to self-serve and turn and close the deal. But it's not. You're asking a question, and our experience says, hey, this would really help if I just drew this out so you could visually see it. And I could say, hey, I could take a snapshot of that, or you can record it. I don't care what you want, but I promise you that visual is going to serve you best. Our system is not about closing deals. It's about how you are served the best. You've got tons of experience, and we're patient with me as I learned it as well. Is, hey, there's a very specific process and an order to presenting the information so that someone is best served, so that they can understand it. Everyone's coming to us when they're asking questions, they're seeking to understand. So why would I give you incongruent and out of and cater to to a process that we know doesn't work?